Ever wondered how you could grow your own potatoes right at home? Welcome to the world of potato cultivation, where you can reap the benefits of your labor in the form of delicious homegrown tubers. Potatoes are not just a staple food in most diets, but they're also incredibly versatile and rewarding to grow. With a bit of patience and the right techniques, you can turn your garden into a potato paradise. And the best part? You don't need a green thumb or a massive plot of land. Whether you have a spacious backyard or a small balcony, potato growing can be adapted to your space. And it doesn't stop there. By growing your own potatoes, you're also taking a step towards sustainability, controlling the quality of your food, and even saving money. Intrigued yet? Stay tuned as we break down the process into simple, easy-to-follow steps. The first step in growing potatoes is getting quality seed potatoes. This is a crucial stage that sets the tone for your entire potato growing journey. Starting with certified, disease-free seed potatoes from a reputable source is key. You may wonder why this is so important. Well, healthy seed potatoes are less likely to carry diseases and pests, which could potentially wreak havoc on your entire crop. Imagine putting all that effort into preparing the soil, planting, watering, and caring for your plants, only to end up with a poor harvest because the seed potatoes were diseased from the start. That's a situation no gardener wants to find themselves in. So always ensure that you're starting with healthy, strong seed potatoes. This way, you're more likely to enjoy a bountiful harvest of delicious tubers. Once you have your seed potatoes, it's time to prepare the soil. Now that you have your seed potatoes, let's talk about soil preparation and planting techniques. The first step to a successful potato harvest begins beneath the surface, with the soil. Potatoes crave loose, well-draining soil, so before you even think about planting, take the time to amend your soil with organic matter such as compost or aged manure. This not only improves the texture of the soil, making it more conducive for potato growth, but it also enhances its fertility, providing a nutrient-rich environment for your tubers to thrive. Once your soil is ready, it's time to plant. But instead of just planting your seed potatoes directly into the ground, we're going to use a technique known as hilling or mounding. Start by digging a trench about 4 inches deep. Place your seed potatoes in this trench, spacing them about 12 inches apart. Then cover them with soil. As your potato plants grow, continue adding soil or mulch around the base of the plants, gradually building up a hill. This technique encourages the formation of more tubers along the stems, which can significantly increase your yield. After planting, it's all about giving your potatoes the right amount of water. Potatoes need consistent moisture, especially during the critical growing stages. Water deeply once or twice a week, making sure the soil is evenly moist but not waterlogged. To help retain this moisture and suppress weeds, consider mulching around your plants. This creates the optimal growing conditions for your potatoes, setting the stage for a plentiful harvest. So there you have it. Soil preparation and planting techniques that can make a world of difference in your potato garden. With a little effort and the right approach, you can maximize your potato yield without spending a fortune on expensive gardening supplies. In the next segment, we'll dive into the topics of watering wisely and fertilizing strategically. Stay tuned. Watering and fertilizing your potatoes are crucial steps in ensuring a good harvest. Watering wisely is about consistency, especially during the critical growing stages. Aim to water deeply once or twice a week, ensuring the soil is evenly moist but not waterlogged. Using mulch around the plants can help retain moisture and suppress weeds, giving your potatoes the best possible growing conditions. When it comes to fertilizing, strategy is key. Instead of solely relying on chemical fertilizers, consider organic alternatives like compost, compost tea, or organic granular fertilizers. These options provide a slow, steady supply of nutrients without the risk of over-fertilization. Application usually occurs before planting and once or twice during the growing season as per package instructions. Remember, the goal here is to create an environment where your potatoes can thrive. With your potatoes well watered and fertilized, it's time to talk about pest and disease management. Keeping your potato plants healthy involves managing pests and diseases. Common intruders include potato beetles and aphids, while late blight can be a significant disease. Regularly inspect your plants. If you spot any unwanted guests, don't panic. Nature has its way of balancing things out. Hand-picking is a simple and effective method to control potato beetles. For aphids, consider introducing beneficial insects like ladybugs and lacewings into your garden. They're nature's pest controllers and will happily dine on the aphids. As for diseases like late blight, preventative measures work best. Use disease-free seed potatoes and rotate your crops. If the disease does appear, prune affected areas immediately to prevent spread. For stubborn problems, try using an organic pesticide like neem oil. Remember, the key to pest and disease management is regular observation and early intervention. Once you've managed pests and diseases, you're on your way to a bountiful harvest. The final step in growing potatoes is the harvest. This is when all your hard work pays off and you get to reap the fruits, or rather, the tubers of your labor. Once your potato plants have flowered and the foliage starts to turn yellow and die back, it's time to harvest. Choose a dry day for this task. Begin by carefully digging around the base of the plants with a garden fork or shovel. Be gentle to avoid damaging the tubers. After you've unearthed your potatoes, let them cure. This involves leaving them in a cool, dark place for about a week. Curing allows the skin to harden and minor cuts or bruises to heal, which helps to extend their storage life. Once cured, store your potatoes in a cool, dark, and well-ventilated place. So there you have it, the process of growing your own potatoes from start to finish. Let's quickly summarize the main points covered in this video. Start with quality seed potatoes and prepare the soil with organic matter. Use the hilling method when planting and water wisely. Fertilize strategically using organic alternatives and keep pests at bay with natural methods. Finally, harvest carefully when the foliage begins to yellow. By implementing these tips, you can grow potatoes with minimal cost, double your yield, and reap a plentiful harvest. Thank you for joining us today. Happy gardening!